So hello everyone, welcome to the new playlist where we are going to start DSA using Python. Why Python? First of all, I'm a Python developer, so obviously I would be using that language. Another reason is like I thought to make it in C++ or Java as well, but using Python, like properly explained DSA problems are not that much on YouTube, so I thought that would be the good one, because recently in the GitHub survey, what we can see that Python developers are getting are like the number of Python developers are more increasing these days. More Python language is getting used, so I thought many developers would be jumping into this section. And for machine learning, for being a data scientist, for being a software engineer, everywhere, like basic DSA is a mandatory thing you should know, because the problem solving skills will be coming up in each and every challenge. Okay, so you need to be good at your problem solving skills. So today we are going to talk about very basic problem. It is on string, so it's a valid anagram problem. So what is an anagram? So here you can see that in the given two string like s and t, return true if t is an anagram of s and false otherwise. So here you can see that input s and t, there are two strings. Okay, the first one is this one, so let's write it here, and another one is this one, let's write it here. Okay, let me give another color of it and let's make it, for example, this one. Okay, so now if you can see here, like how you would get to know that these are the anagrams of each other. Okay, you can see a, there are three a's, n is there, one n is there, g is there, one g is there, r and m, one is there. That means what we can call like there are two anagrams if the number of, like the frequencies of each and every letter are same. That means like for example, if I give an example, for example top, top, and for example another one is pot, pot. So here all the frequencies are same for each and every letter, we can say this, right? So that is how you can like get to know that either these are the valid anagrams or not. For example, rat and car, these are not valid anagrams at all, because r is not present here, c is not present here. Correct? Now there are many ways. Actually there are mainly three ways actually to do it. First one, I can say that it's a, for example, a hash map. Okay, using a hash map you can do it. First one I would say using a hash map. Why? Because obviously hash maps will be helping us to store the frequencies based on the keys. Another one is using sorting. Okay, using sorting technique. Another one is using counter. Now those who don't know counter, what is counters in Python, I would say go through this, because I'm not going to explain counter here. I'm going to explain the application of it. If you want to know, then let me know. I will add all these things in my Python playlist as well, where I will explain all these things. Okay, now come to the point. Now what will be the, like there are many approaches obviously, but what will be the good one actually to do it? So to understand that one, you need to understand that what will happen if you use a counter, and if you use sorted, and if you use a hash map. Hash map in Python, if I say hash map, it will be like a dictionary only, so don't worry. Okay, the point is using hash map, this sorted, actually there is a function called sorted. This function actually takes actually of, one second, sorry. So it takes big O of n log n time complexity actually. So that is the one. First one is like this function takes up to this. And if I talk about hash maps, if you use hash map, then it is going to take like O of n time complexity. In case of counter also, it is the same one. Okay, so obviously sorted one will not be the efficient one to do this. Okay, so you can use it, but I would say to use either hash map or counter. Okay, so we will see one by one all of them, don't worry. Chalo, then let's go to the function. So here in the def is anagram, then this self is there. Okay, that is fine. S and t, these are two strings, and the return type is bool. I am using Python 3 by the way. You can use Python also, but if you use Python for example, then okay, this will be like this. So there is nothing like defined what exactly the return type, and already 3.13 has come up of in Python actually. So I would suggest you to use Python 3 as well, because this is the most recent one and everyone is using it in the industry right now. Okay, so directly what we can write that sorted of s is equal sorted of t. If you write this and run the code, you could see that test cases are getting passed. I'm not going to submit this, I'm just showing you that how you can do that. Another one is counter. Okay, so if you write here, for example, if you write counter, okay, counter of s equal counter of t, then also it will work. Okay, so what is the problem? Counter, okay, sorry, the c will be actually greater than, I'm really sorry, and we have to import that one. Okay, so from collections import counter. Okay, let's run this. You can see all the test cases are getting passed. Okay, so that is fine, but I would say to use hash map it will be little bit more code, but as you will be going through in the DSA journey, you will have to use a lot of things by which like the hash map should be in your practice. Okay, in your practice hand. So I would say to use that one as well. Let's try. First of all, let's submit this. Let me submit this one so that it also could be stored in my submissions. Correct. Now let's try to understand this one as well using hash map, how you can do that, and why you should do this. You will get to know, don't worry. Okay, so first of all, let us try to understand either the lengths are same or not. If the lengths are not same, then obviously there won't be actually anagram, okay, to each other. So if len of s is not equal to len of t, okay, then what will happen? Obviously we are going to return a false. Okay, but if it is not happening, then let me take a hash map for s, and also let me take a hash map for t. Okay, here dictionary where hm means hash map, you can say. Okay, by the way, it is unordered. Yeah, in C++ ordered, unordered both are there. By default in dictionary it is unordered. Okay, so for I in s, okay, if I in hm underscore s dot keys, then if it is there, we are going to update it. Else what we are going to do that this one, correct, and okay, okay, so I in t, cool. Now if hm underscore add dot keys not equal to, okay, hm underscore t dot keys, then what will happen? We are going to return again false. I will explain that why this test case is this if statement we are writing. Okay, and also like if everything goes well, nothing is wrong, then we are going to check for I in hm underscore s dot keys. Then what we are going to do, we are going to check if hm underscore f I not equal to hm underscore t of I, then we are going to return false if the frequency is not matching, and if all goes well, then we are going to write return true. Correct. Now let's try to run this. You can see test cases are getting passed. Let's submit it, and then I will explain what exactly I have done here. Okay, see, everything is working fine. Now what I have done here, let's try to understand that one. Okay, see, first of all, as I told, the length should be same. If the lengths are not same, then obviously it is going to return the false. Okay, so let me put a comment here that checking whether the length of the strings are same or not. If not, then return false. Now here we are creating two dictionaries or hash map, you can say, for S, for T. Now here we are storing, okay, by this one, storing all the keys and their frequencies. All the keys means what? All the characters actually. Okay, all the keys and their frequencies we are updating. Okay, by this one. How it is happening? If I in hm underscore s dot keys, that means if I is already there as a key in that hash map, then obviously we are going to increase the frequency, else we are going to set the frequency 1. If it is not there, then obviously for that character we have to set it 1, right? And same for T as well. And after that, if what this one is meaning, like see here, like if we are not checking, obviously this is like we can check because we do not want to enter this for loop. Like for example, rat and car. Okay, so obviously if the lists are not same here as well, okay, lengths are same, everything is same. If the list if the list are not same here, then also we can actually like return false we can do. But somewhat what happens that, for example, for anything like keys might be same, the list might be same, but the frequencies might be different. That's also can be possible, right? So for that one we can check this one, but that one also will not be allowed if the lengths are not same. So that is fine. After that, we are checking element wise element, all the frequencies are same or not. As you can see, this is the frequency for this one, and by which we can check the frequencies of each letter actually for string T. Correct. If anything is failing, for example, not equal, if any one of them is not equal to the other one, then we should directly returning false cases, false. Or if everything goes well, then obviously return true would be happening. All these codes will be there in the GitHub repo. I will give the link of that repo in the description, so don't worry about that. And also in the readme file, all the things like what are the problems are getting solved in that repo, everything will be updated, so don't worry about that, guys. Please hit the subscribe button and also press the bell icon so that more videos could be notified, okay, by that bell icon to you. Okay, thank you so much and see you in the next video.